Hi, this is Instar57, doing basic care on Emperor Scorpions again. I've got two Emperor Scorpions. I've had them for about 6 months. I'll try and answer some questions that I've received about them. They cost about $20 a piece. I just got them at a local pet store. Some states don't carry them. As far as keeping one or more together, I've got two, as you can see, and I just keep them in a simple plastic box with some cedar shavings. You can see this one here on the right. I've offered it food now for about a month and it hasn't eaten. The one on the left did take a super mealworm, and it looks like the one on the right is trying to get at its food, so we're going to have a little game of cat and mouse here. These are pretty easy to take care of. All they ask for basically is some substrate and a hide box. Temperature isn't a big deal. I don't have any heat in here. I just use the room temperature. And you can see the one on the left has a super mealworm in its mouth. It's holding it with its pincer and chewing on it. They're real slow eaters and fairly slow movers. They only take a few steps at a time as a rule and then stop. They'll take a few more and stop. The Telston, you can see at the end of its tail, that's where the venom is and where the stinger is. If they did sting you, it's like a bee sting, so if you have a problem with anaphylaxis with a bee sting, then you have a problem with these guys. Otherwise, they're fine. They cause some local pain, a little bit of swelling. Otherwise, you'd be fine. You can see the wading pool in there. That's also used for drinking water. And that's dry right now. I'm going to clean that out and get that filled up again. There's also a rock in there. I've got a piece of slate, and they like to use that for mating purposes. The male will drag the female over that piece of slate, and so that's in there for breeding. And you'll notice that the hide box is missing. I do have a hide box that they both sit in, but it's missing right now because it's a lot easier to see them out in the open. The last video I made of these two, I didn't have the light on, so I've got the light on this one, and you can see them a lot better. So these are from Africa. They're one of the biggest scorpions. The worst one in like Central Asia. I think I just burnt myself on the lamp there, so that's why the jump. The worst ones in Asia and Africa are the death stalkers. They're a lot smaller. They say the smaller and the more clear the scorpion, and the smaller the pincers, that the worse it is, because they don't need big pincers. They've got a lot of venom packed in their Telston. Males and females differentiation. If you look on the bottom, when they're trying to climb up the side of the cage, the male's pectines, they look like little brushes that you would use to put maybe paste on a wall when you're wallpapering, and the males are bigger and thicker, and the females then are smaller and not as thick, and that's a pretty obvious way to tell. These guys eat. I mean, this one on the top here now hasn't eaten for probably about, I would say, around a month. But I offer it food every week, and it takes it when it wants to. I use distilled water in the wading pool. I don't like to use tap water, and I've been advised not to. It just has too much junk in it. But they spend a lot of time in their hide box. So I just shot this, and I wanted to get it up on YouTube. There's a couple people asking about more information about scorpions. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment and ask questions. If I don't know, I can find out for you. They're pretty easy to take care of, easier to get stung and pinched with these guys.